fair. And then I've been able to not only help her, but I've been able, as a consequence of that, in helping her directly, I've been able to help her get more clients and refer her to some of my clients that didn't realize it was accessible for them and affordable for them to hire a video editor. One of my clients, Vince, he does this great vegan fitness YouTube channel, Vince Leah, and it's amazing. He's actually, I thought my energy was intense before. Wait 90 days and see what happens, because I'm like working on helping Vince, but introduce me to more of his content. My productivity, my energy, my health, my fitness by changing my diet is gonna go through the roof. If you thought my energy was already, you already thought I was out working already, just wait 90 days and see what happens after Vince helps me completely change my body. So, and my relationship with Joyce, that's gonna be huge. He's gonna be able to go from doing one video a week to doing 3 videos a week, and it's costing him less than he ever would have imagined. And what he got back in that time, and the fact that he has now more access to sponsor deals because he has more content to offer, it's helping him tremendously. And more than anything, just getting back 8 hours that he wouldn't have had at a very reasonable rate. It's what's going to get him from 1 video a week to 3 video a week. And every major YouTube
I'm going to see you soon.
Every major YouTube expert here has said the same things that I've been saying. 3 videos a week is the new minimum for the majority of you in YouTube. Yes, there will be outliers who can do 1 video a week, 2 videos a month, but they are outliers for a reason. For the overwhelming more than 90% of you, the algorithm is leaning towards you doing 3 videos a week. They've all said, remember when I said content should be as long as it needs to be, or what fits with your audience and everything? But I said that the sweet spot is usually going to be between 8 and 12 minutes. That was backed up here. The main experts here, and Matt Gillen from Frederator and what was it, Little Monster Media Company, he was saying 7 to 16 minutes on the data that he'd accumulated, analyzing 28 data points across, I think, over 1,000 channels, which is still within the ranges that I said and everything like that. He just happened to have a bigger range and more data, but still roughly the same thing. If you're going to do long form content, then up to 16 minutes is probably where the cutoff is, which still is within range of what I said. With maybe you can go to 12. And that works for people. Like, if you want a real example of that, look at Philip DeFranco, a segmented show that covers a lot of multiple topics that thread together on YouTube, but you don't have to be news and doing Philip DeFranco style stuff. You could be doing a cooking show on YouTube that has segments, and it can go for 16 minutes because cooking is a process. That's real, right? DIY and crafting or building something with woodworking is a process, and you could break down a format of a beginning and middle and end, like Casey Neistat talks about. He has a beginning, middle, end, which is 3 acts, which is filmmaking 101, which is television 101. You can apply that and still going for 12 or 16 minutes on YouTube. It's not impossible if you have structure and a format, and it doesn't have to be so bloody complicated. Here's the thing about that, though. You want to make more content, you can still do best of and snippets, because remember, for the longest time, Vine and Snapshot compilations were king on YouTube, and they still can work. You can do that with your own existing library of content and get that 5 or 6 minute content out of that. If you're doing a longer travel vlog, there are things and snippets you can take out of that long travel vlog and make work, and make that a 5 or 6 minute thing instead of the 16, 18 minute, 12 minute whole travel vlog of your adventures in Iceland or whatever. So 3 isn't impossible. Even if you work a 9 to 5 job, you know what you can do, you can figure it out. You just have to reduce your process and say, what can I edit in an hour? That's what my content has to be until things change. And you know what, if I get fast at that, the content will get better. Have the patience and respect the patience of figuring it out. Just don't say, oh, it's impossible, I can't do it. Figure it out. Try. For Christ's sakes, please at least try. And then you might find that, you know what, I got really close. Or like, you know what, I find that because I've done it more often, more frequently, I'm faster now. It's not taking an hour. It's taking 40 minutes. It's taking 30. It's now taking 20. How do you think I got to a point of being able to do daily content? How do you think I got to a point of being able to do like all this stuff over and over, and even do stuff when I travel? Not as much when I travel, a little harder. But part of that is I got efficient. 1,000 videos. I have a video that's going to be coming up soon, and it's going to be the lessons I learned after 1,000 videos, because after 1,000 videos, beyond having 1,000 pieces of data, beyond all the data points that gave me in the analytics and the algorithm of what works for my audience, or for variety channels, or for creative channels, or entrepreneurship channels, well, I learned about video production by doing 1,000 videos in roughly 4 years, because it'll be like July or August is like 4 years that I've been doing stuff like that. Well, I learned about video editing after 1,000 videos. Well, I learned after hundreds of live streams in all of the different live streaming platforms. Well, I learned about the metadata. Well, I learned about engagement. Well, I learned about on-camera presence by doing 1,000 videos. I'm going to have to do a whole series on the lessons just from that, but the main thing I learned about it, consistency adds up. Quantity, and I'm going to keep pushing this narrative, quantity is quality, because anyone who's ever worked out, anyone who's ever done animation and drawing can tell you that it takes every single execution to get your masterpiece. It takes every single piece of drawing that you ball up and throw away. It takes every single one of the agonizing trying to get to 20 push-ups a day to get to 100 push-ups a day. It takes being able to lift the 5-pound weights to add up to being able to lift the 80-pound weights. Quantity is quality, because quantity is the process, and the process is the price of a result. Everyone is glorifying and glamorizing the results of this subscriber count or this view count, and ignoring all of the lessons and hard work and all of the actual pain that result is a byproduct of. And that's probably, if anything else, the biggest mistake in YouTube, beyond sub for sub, beyond not uploading enough, beyond not interacting and engaging with your audience. More than anything, not respecting what consistency does for you as building a skill is what I want people to really think.
I think the internet makes it more forgiving for that kind of stuff too, because I mean, you can create, and get better and better and better, and it can happen kind of in the background because there's a lot of stuff going on. So
I agree. I agree, but I also think that's the real world. I think that's life, because the thing is, like, when you walk out of the door, like, does anyone have any idea? Like, you're a wonderful example of this kind of thing. I love this. I love your aesthetic. I love the fact that you thought about it. You thought about colors and everything like that. I love what you did with your eye makeup to really bring them out, and what you did with your lashes and everything like that. It draws to your face, and then the way you did your hair, it frames your face. I have a background in photography. I have a background in graphic design. I aspire to do documentary filmmaking. I see those things a mile away. And I know that you didn't, as beautiful as you are, you didn't roll out of bed.
Thank you.
You didn't roll.
Talking about, of course I did.
Yeah,
Okay.
Right? But like,
I've been a subscriber of yours forever. I just want to say, you're amazing, and you've helped me so much.
Well,
from
how
when
have I
I
helped
started.
you?
Oh gosh, like everything. I've learned everything from you. I've been doing it for a year, and I went. I remember like just knowing about the sub for sub thing being bad, knowing the consistency thing, and you also like I know you had a lot of tips. I can't rattle them all off, but you had a lot of tips to getting to your first 100, your first 1,000, and I've watched you grow too, and I've had the problems with being unsubbed to your channel and resubbing and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm really convinced that it's a mobile syncing glitch, and I'm going to talk about it more publicly at some point, because I'm like, I can't confirm that that's what it is, but I have personal anecdotal experience that's probably what's happening. So
it's so wonderful.
It's just great to hear. I think it's great to hear that actually made a difference for you.
It did. It really helped me grow. And within the last year, I'm like around 4,000 subscribers now. So
that's amazing.
I want to say thank you.
How many videos a week are you putting out right now?
I'm doing once a week. So hearing you say 3 times a week since
going to
senpai,
going to 3 or 5 and figuring out what the process is for that and how to be efficient. That's going to jump you, because that's what moved Paris Sumter, and that's what moved Kim Relea, the 2 people I just did the success stories on. Growing that is what moved both of them. They were at 4,000 like where you are now, and in less than a year, Kim Relea went to like 8,000. She's over 90 now. She's about to get a silver play button.
Wow.
And last year this summer, she was where you're at now, and this year she's about to get a silver play button before the end of the year.
Wow, that's really good.
Paris Sumter didn't do as much content as Kim Relea, but she did all the optimization stuff and increased some of the frequency. and figured out a few trendy things she could do, and she's at over 50,000 now.
That's great. Oh, and you told me to install Tubebuddy.
Yep,
so
Tubebuddy.
it was this.
Who's
Roberto
doing the meetup right
He
now?
told me, he's like, do Tubebuddy, and that's helped me so much. With like
Updated the
adjusting
tool.
tags.
It's better than it's ever been.
Oh man, so
and
thank
now you
for
can look
that.
at your individual videos and you can see how they perform, and you can start thinking about them differently. I'm thinking about my videos differently, having looked at the new updates in Tubebuddy, and so that's going to be game changing. I'm pivoting. I'm doing soft pivots on even my strategies. I'm doing soft pivots that you guys are going to see. I've already seen some of them. You guys have already seen that I'm doing more vlogging and being more talking about like what's actually like to be a creative entrepreneur and to be a creator and to be here, in the world of YouTube. You guys see I'm doing more live streaming.
Yeah,
None of that's an accident. None of that's an accident. All of that is based on listening to you guys, but looking at the data too, and also talking with other people and then thinking about what would have been helpful to me or what's helpful to other people that are coming up. None of it's an accident. You're going to see more soft pivots like that.
Great.
You're going to see me make the content much more clear why you might be watching or you might have subscribed for this, but I'm going to make it clear why you need to watch this too. I'm going to make it very clear why it's not enough to watch my videos about how to grow a YouTube channel. You have to watch the videos about the video gear and the video editing process, because what's going to happen is the time it takes you to make a video will get cut in half if you watch that, because I was explaining, I bought this camera for a reason. It was an investment, it was a lot, and I didn't need to, because the same camera that both of these gentlemen are using, Panasonic G7, that's why I upgraded to last year. And you saw that my colors were better, the sharpness was better, the lighting was better, everything was better. I went to this for a reason. I went to this because it makes it faster to do other things. I'm gonna have to upgrade one little thing in my computer to make editing this stuff faster. The quality from this is better, but it makes making videos easier for me than it's ever been to have this camera and to have this lens. And it makes the videos come out better, and it makes me more enthusiastic to film because I have to do less setup and less work and less prep.
Are you shooting in 4K and then editing down to 1080?
Lately, no, because what I've found is that there wasn't enough benefit in exchange for the time yet. I've been just going straight 1080, but making sure that the overall settings for quality are at their highest, which means that that's where I'm going with that. Exactly, because I can just edit faster this way. Mostly when I travel, because the issue is what is holding me up and why some of my upload frequency has suffered lately is I travel so much now and I've increased the quality so much that slower editing mobile, where I have to move away from the convenience of how light my mobile editing workstation is to something more robust and powerful to get back the time. Now that I've increased the quality, because increasing the quality is now hurting me on the quantity that my audience has become accustomed to, and I don't want that, and what I'm accustomed to, and then that also then makes me less, knowing that, it'll take longer to edit, immediately makes me less enthusiastic possibly to film as much, and then that means my backlog suffers for that. Now, the counter to that is I've started taking on some help. I'm not going to be doing 1,000 videos is enough of doing solo online creation. Getting to almost 4 million subscribers by my own, big enough credential to say I did it all by myself, and I own all of my success, with the help of you guys, obviously. It's enough. It's enough to be able. You have to kill your vanity and your ego. It costs too much. The most expensive purchase in your life is ego. I want quote me on that. The most expensive purchase in your entire life is your ego. So learning to trust other people with my content, that was hard, but I had to have a relationship with them prior, and then entrusting them with my stuff, I was able to trust them with my client relationships, and then see the results that they were able to do, and say, I can give you more. I can so now I'm comfortable to outsource certain things. I'm comfortable to say, what I need to focus on is making sure that when I'm doing this, that I'm giving you guys 110% quality, and then I can do as much of that as possible and really speed, because I don't know if I pull it off. 2018, the plan is by summer of 2018, 2 videos a day. 2 videos a day. You thought I was out working people before? 2018, summer, 1 year from now, the goal is 2 videos a day. How do I do that though? That's going to mean building a team. Even if it's a team of 2 more people, if that's all it takes and everything like that. If it means literally making them mini-me, making a clone, whatever, at least on the editing side, or at least on this thing or on that thing, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. You just figure it out. I can figure out the money part of that. And the thing is, it's probably less expensive than most of you believe than to get help. And there are things that you can get help from your community on, sometimes even without you asking, but sometimes you should ask. Because a lot of you guys have been contributing translations and helping the international part of the audience by doing translations without me asking and without me having to pay a third party. What I do pay a third party for, because I believe in it, is doing closed captions for accessibility. So I pay rev.com $1 a minute to do closed captions, and I found out as a result of that, I had people thanking me because I had no idea that there were so many people that were hearing impaired in my community. No idea. And they said thank you, and they always are looking forward to, they'll wait the couple hours that it takes for it to sync up for the closed captions, and that matters to them. So I know that when you guys decide to take time out of your day, if you're bilingual, and to translate something, it makes a difference for the other people in the community, and I appreciate that. It's something that it didn't even occur to me to ask for, but now since people are willing, I know that I can go to my community, I can ask for more of that, I can ask for that help, and I can ask them if there's something they want me to do. I can find a way. Some people are doing it anonymously. Now that I know how the people who aren't doing it anonymously, now that I know how to look them up in the YouTube settings, I can create some kind of bonus pack or download for those kind of people as a thank you, and get more people in the community to do that, so we can help more people grow, and so we can help more people stop being starving artists, so that if you're a photographer, because my channel's not just for you guys who create YouTube content, because maybe you have something else that you want to do beyond that. Maybe you're creating YouTube content, but you want to be a documentary filmmaker one day. Maybe one day you want to work for National Geographic or the Discovery Channel, traveling the world doing something with that. Maybe you'll be able to understand how to negotiate that thing better. Maybe you'll understand how to build your personal brand better. Maybe you'll understand the gear, the tech that requires. Maybe even sharing some of my travel trips and how I handle that efficiently will help you, and maybe it just makes your life easier. Whatever I can do to make it easier to be an artist, to be a creator, to be and to make it something you can live off of. That's what I want to do. And so whatever that content looks like, if it gets me 2,000 views, if it gets me 200,000 views, I'm fine with it in a world where the vanity of YouTube says that if you don't get this many views and you have this many subscribers, you suck. Your channel's dead, it's dying, go home. In a world with that, I don't give a crap, because right now I know that this is a dozen people and it matters. And I think if people can just have that perspective and understand that a dozen people matter. When I work with clients, it's one-on-one. That matters. So that number, if that number is 100, I win. Because I won with 100 people. I gave 100 people value. That's sometimes more than when you pack one of these rooms to do a speaking engagement. That's sometimes more than you get there. And it matters. It matters to every one of those people, and it makes a difference. And every one of those people bought a ticket, bought a badge, and showed up. So you can't tell me that 100, oh, I have a small audience, I'm a small YouTube. You can't tell me that you don't matter when you reach 100 people. You can't tell me. When you reach 1,000 people, you can't tell me that. When you reach 5,000 people, you cannot cry about that. You don't get to cry about that. So,
Thank you so much.
rant over.
You're awesome. Thank you so much. And thank you for everything you taught all of us.
Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for being here.
Thanks for doing it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tubebuddy.
Yeah.
I mean, I just
seriously, that was really helpful.
I just did a
Yeah,
soapbox
Tubebuddy.
thing, but I know people
Hey,
probably have
Tubebuddy.
some questions. So, if you have questions one-on-one right now, what do you got?
Thanks, Nita.
Thanks, guys.
That's good.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Can you give me my vlog?
What's that?
You just said hello to my vlog?
Hey,
Yo, guys, this is Roberto. Roberto, I made so much money off of you. Thanks for all your help, dude.
That's what I like to hear.
Thanks for all your help, man.
Awesome.
See ya.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Any,
See, I
any
made some
thoughts on that?
I made some of my real money. That excites me. That really excites me. I made some of my real money. That's the first thing came out. I was like, Roberto, I made so much money off of you. That is real. That's real. Thank you so much.
You do very,
What's your
very
name?
well. Ryan.
Ryan? Great to meet you, Ryan.
Very, very nice to meet you.
And you're
I'm
Mrs.
Stacia.
Stacia?
How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Have we been talking on Twitter? No. Someone with that name, believe it. Yeah. Because that name stands out, so I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll get him. That's my name now.
We'll find them. Well, yeah, you do amazing stuff, man, and I appreciate all your work. I've learned a lot.
What am I helping you?
It's been more. I was speaking with Andrew earlier about the whole Tubebuddy thing, but like the SEO and understanding your audience, and really just trying to. I'm new to all this, so I'm just trying to take as much in as I can from all different areas.
I call it SEO because that's what people understand. But I'm moving away from that term because right now it's just video optimization because it goes beyond search now. It's so much beyond search because it also, for related, and you've seen it yourself, related and recommended. And in the homepage features, it's like, it's real. And it's also not just individual video optimization, it's channel optimization. So I'm now framing it to specifically being channel optimization, playlist optimization, and video optimization instead of SEO. I'm having to pivot there because SEO is the word people understand, but I'm going to have to explain that SEO isn't dead, and it's going to be the but. It is if you're only worried about search, because you have to have a holistic approach to optimization. It's about optimization just comes down to putting something in a position to perform, and search is just one place it can perform.
One little section.
That's just one piece of a much bigger puzzle. Because as you can see, YouTube breaks down traffic categories in your analytics, and you can see that there's more places. The optimization impacts. So I gotta do. Right on. I dig it. I got you.
I'm with Roberto.